Hello, friends and people of the internet. How goes it? Hope, I hope, I hope you guys are doing well. Also, I saw that flash by for like half a second. Ari, I can't believe it's been 12 months. If you're still around, that is, if you're still listening. Can't believe it's been 12 months. It's insane. Insane, hasn't it, right? Let me move this. Let me move her a bit to the. Let me move her over a bit, you know? She looks out of place. There we go. There we go. Ah. Who boy. Boy, oh boy. Today is a day. Day is a day and a half. Oh man. Um yeah. How goes it? You can tell that I'm sort of not ready for this. But like what can you do, right? Uh ooh, just have to go for it. So, so as many of you know, today is the day that my Kofi is up. Today is the day that we're doing it. You guys are going to be getting so much lore stuff. Of course. Of course, you're going to have to be a little patient with me. It's going to take. Uh, it's like every month I'll try or so to get you guys some stuff. Uh, but I'll try to be as consistent as possible, which is why I'm giving myself like a whole month to write things, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm also just like really excited to start sharing my lore with you guys. Oh boy, boy, oh boy. So yeah. So yeah. That's all I have to say. So yeah. Whew. Ooh boy. But yeah. I other than that, hey, look. Don't let my nerves, or I shouldn't let my nerves get the better of me. But it's gonna happen because this is quite a big step that I'm taking today. But either way, either way, I I hope you guys are doing well tonight, or today, or morning, or wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good day. Uh, yeah. Here we are. Here we are. Here we be. We're gonna be doing some some stuff, some stuff, some stuff indeed. Here, let's share this. I feel like I should. I feel like I should share this. So yeah. Uh, a simple little like rundown of stuff. Um, so simple little rundown of stuff. Yo, Gray, welcome. It's gonna be giving a little rundown about how things are gonna work with the Kofi. Uh, so you have to show you the tiers and stuff. You have guild hunters. You're gonna get a uh it's like the main source for world building and characters. This is that's where you're gonna find all like the character biographies and all that stuff, all the little things about the characters, like where they come from, that kind of stuff, with not necessarily what they're up to, but where they come from. You have guild knights, right? I think personally, I think guild knights might be the most entertaining, or more so, not the most entertaining in that sense. The more how do I say it? Uh, Most interactive. That's the word. That's the word. Because here, um, I'd essentially be asking you guys what you guys want to see next, and if there's any what ifs you guys would like to see. I already have some what ifs planned because there's one that just doesn't leave my mind, but something that's going to happen eventually. And then, lastly, you have guild captains. So I have this big overarching story, um, about a team of dragon riders. Yeah, Tajin helped. Tajin helped. Tajin helped. But yeah, you're gonna there's three separate stories that I'm currently writing or have in the process of writing, but there's one that I'm currently actually writing, and it's the one about a team of dragon riders trying to figure out what is the cause of a thing called the frenzy. And yeah, that's where we're at today. Um, yeah, no, it's great. It's fun. I think it's gonna be very fun. Um, and I get to share things with you guys, right? I get to share what I get to share something that I enjoy doing with all of you guys. Uh, and yeah, yeah. Let's see if this pops up the way I want it to. Oh my god, it does. It does pop up the way I want it to. Oh my god. So, so one of the things that I have lined up for today, um, some reading. This stream might go a little fast. It might take some time. Who knows? Who knows? But here we are. Here we be. Move this out of the way. Ah, pop up. Ooh, it doesn't pop up all the way. Ooh, that's so nice. That seems nice. That seems nice. That seems good. So, so let me just see. Let me just see a couple things. Let me see a couple things. Hmm. All right. So, shall we? Shall we get started? Shall we do some reading? Uh, shall we do some reading then? Reading time with Weezma. How does that sound? Have Sylvis in the background also reading, right? Uh, so yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, hmm. All right. Just there's a lot. There's a lot. I cannot lie. The nerves do in fact be there, but um, I just have to tough it out, right? Just for now. Just for now. It'll get easier. It'll get it'll get easier. So let us begin with this fantastic character right here, right here. This one, this one, me to my left. Good old Sylvis. Actually, I could just do this because This is something that I can do. I can, in fact, do this. Where is this? Um, ooh. Are you here? You are. All right. It's hidden behind that. Yes. Let us start. Let us start with Sylvis. My probably the character that you guys all know me for the most part. Um, at least for those of you who have seen me on stream, this is the character that you guys probably all know me for. Um, she's important. She's very important to the story, to my whole world building stuff. And yeah. So yeah. Let's go ahead and start with Sylvis. Ooh. Don't get louder, please. Reading time. So, let's lower down. Let's lower this down just a bit. Let's lower this down a bit. I am in fact open to any questions. Let me put this up. I'm pretty much open to any questions. Obviously, if it's on topic. I'm open to any lore questions as long as it's related to what I'm currently reading, if that makes sense. Right? Right. All right. So and just another little pointer as how things work with writing stuff, or how I'm gonna write stuff. I did, Ari, I don't know if you're there, but I did kind of take a page from your book. So anything that is highlighted or in bold, the definition, or quote unquote definition, is going to be at the bottom, so that way I don't put in too much filler for story stuff. So yes, now that we've got that out of the way, so let's get to some reading. All right. So, Sylvis, a wingless dragon with a snow leopard pattern, was born on the sanctuary. Sylvis possessed an immense amount of innate magic. However, no matter how hard she tried, casting magic was something that she could not do. When not buried in studies, she had no interest in. She would be found training her physical body and watching her siblings fly. One day she decided to take a walk. One day she decided to take a walk and clear her mind. Unfortunately, that day Sylvis didn't hear the sanctuary. The sanctuary was preparing to jump planes. The sanctuary picked up speed. Sylvis tried to hold on to whatever she could, but ultimately slipped and fell into the void. When she had woken up, she found herself in a vast empty field. The floor was covered in a purple mist. She stood up and began walking in a direction. After hours of travel, she finds a lone standing door. She opened and walked through to the other side, which led to a hallway with more doors. As she looked around, she found a door that leads to a house on a hill. I can't read. That's on me. That one's on me. While investigating the house, she hears a voice call out to her. With hesitation, she followed the voice. Sylvis finds a dragonborn meditating, the very same that had called out to her. The dragonborn introduced themselves as Ethos. They had offered Sylvis some food as she looked hungry. When they returned, Ethos had also told Sylvis that they are what they call an essence weaver. As Sylvis ate, Ethos explained what an essence weaver was and where they currently were. Ethos lives in a plane called the In-Between. Ethos had sensed Sylvis's overflowing magic and offered to teach her essence weaving. Sylvis declined as although she had the abilities, she wasn't able to cast magic. Yo, Clam, welcome. Hey, and don't worry, thank you for stopping by. Sylvis declined as although she had the abilities, she wasn't able to cast magic. Ethos pressed on as they truly believed Sylvis could learn. Sylvis gave the offer another thought, but decided to ask about what Ethos does. Ethos replied by saying that they travel a lot and help people in need. Clam, don't worry, I get you. My current I feel like I'm getting my shit rocked at my work recently. Oh yeah. So soon Ethos sensed trouble and used the opportunity to show Sylvis how essence weaving worked. Sylvis followed Ethos through a portal that they had manifested mid-air. Alongside Ethos, Sylvis helped defend an elven village from an attack of feral drakes. While getting treatment from a village doctor, Sylvis once again considered Ethos's proposal. Soon the two returned back to the In-Between. There, Sylvis said that she would give essence weaving a shot. From there, Ethos would teach Sylvis the basics, and surprisingly to Ethos, Sylvis picked up much faster than they anticipated. Ethos and Sylvis would go on to helping people in need. Oh my, 9 months? I appreciate it, Clam. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I think I might do that more often, especially for just chatting stuff. I like this. Ethos and Sylvis would go on to help people in need and training into downtime. Oh yeah, I should probably I just remembered there's a new command that I put that I just introduced. Exclamation point lore will bring up this. Yeah. Okay. Back to story time. As time went on, more problems surfaced and faster than usual. Sylvis was able to keep up with the trouble. However, they could never find the cause. After becoming accustomed to the new wave of mayhem, Sylvis began experimenting with essence weaving on her own. During a meditation session where she had been communing and speaking to Sapphire Peacekeeper, Sapphire's wife, Callista, joined in. There, Sylvis had made a bond with a new person to commune with. As time went on, Sylvis learned more of Callista. Sylvis learned how to empower her fist as Callista did. However, a new voice called out to her. A demon which resided inside Callista reached out to Sylvis. Sylvis didn't think much of it and had brushed it aside, thinking it would only happen while she spoke with Callista. However, the demon latched on and Sylvis was unaware. During an outing, Sylvis decided to use her newfound abilities, but lost control and injured Ethos. Once she came to her senses, Sylvis fled into the wilderness. While she ran, Sylvis tried weaving the demon fist, but was unable to. As the ability sapped her of her. I can't word. As the ability sapped her energy, she collapsed in the middle of a forest. She called out for help as best she could. Before falling unconscious, she saw a red dragon's foot plant itself in front of her.
Sorry to interrupt, but you're doing very well. You're among friends and we'd all love to know more of your story. Take your time, take deep breaths, and have fun. We'll all be here to support you.
Look at you. Look at you, Kumio, not being more supportive than usual. I appreciate it. I appreciate it though. Very much. When she had awoken, Sylvis found herself in a mysterious dome. She walked out of the house to find a red and white dragon. The dragon introduced himself as Masay of Arth. He offered to have Sylvis tag along. Sylvis declined, thinking herself a danger to everyone. Masay reassured her that wouldn't be a problem for him. Sylvis reluctantly agreed to travel with Masay. Soon, Masay and Sylvis became inseparable. Unfortunately for Sylvis, each city they entered, she was met with mixed looks of fear, disapproval, and anger. Sylvis told her words to Masay. They both decided it would be best to avoid cities unless absolutely necessary. Such an occasion appeared when they traveled to a dwarven city called Imruf. Oh no. Oh no. During their time there, a Leviathan attacked. Sylvis looked around for Masay for help, but couldn't find him. Sylvis acted on instinct, manifested her wings, and fought against the Leviathan. As they fought, Sylvis still scanned the surroundings for Masay, yet still couldn't find him. A familiar voice called out to Sylvis, wanting to provide his strength again. She tried resisting the demon's advance, but it unfortunately overtook Sylvis once more. With the help of the demon, Sylvis took down the Leviathan. As she walked away from the Leviathan, Masay walked out from the trees, calling for Sylvis. Sylvis pinned Masay to the ground. Realizing she was about to repeat the same instances with Ethos, Sylvis snapped out of the demon's control. She tried to escape, but Masay stopped her in her tracks. Masay calmed Sylvis down and taught her a way to not let the demon control her. They both then left the scene before the guards arrived. The more time Sylvis spent with Masay, the more her feelings grew for him. As time went on, yet a new voice called out to Sylvis in her dreams. The voice belonged to Sapphire's late dragon companion, Zenobia. She had told Sylvis that Masay could potentially be manipulating her. Sylvis did not want to believe what Zenobia had to say, yet a doubt began to form. Sylvis soon began to keep a closer look on Masay. Sylvis's biggest fear came true as she found Masay manipulating other people to turn against her. This angered Sylvis, and without a single word, she stormed off to return home to Ethos. Ethos welcomed Sylvis home as they had originally done when she first appeared. Sylvis explained to Ethos her time away with the dragon Masay. Together, they pieced that Masay was the one causing them problems before Sylvis ran. From that day on, Sylvis swore to take down Masay whenever given the chance. However, this proved to be difficult, as Masay is very, very elusive despite always being in arm's reach. So yeah, that's Sylvis's backstory. There's quite a bit within these two, both Masay and Sylvis. There's a lot going on with both of them. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Those two are gonna be a lot of fun. So anyways, with the highlighted words. So the Sanctuary is a floating island that belongs to Sapphire Peacekeeper. It homes dragon eggs she has rescued on her travels, and the island is capable of traveling through time and planes. So this is a floating island that can go through space and time. And Sapphire Peacekeeper, not to be mistaken with the Sapphire that we're going to talk about later on, uses this island to travel through planes to save dragon eggs, to save dragons essentially from extinction. And she brings all those eggs and all those dragons to Mora, which is the name of my world. That's where all the dragons, that's where she brings all the dragons because the dragons are safe there. So essence. It's an invisible energy that everything contains. Only essence weavers are able to manipulate it and sense this energy. So every single thing that you can come into contact with has essence. Obviously, now that depends. Now those also depend how much each thing has a varying amount of essence, including people. And the Essence Weaver are able to use that. And an Essence Weaver is a person with the ability to manipulate essence to use abilities shared by people the Weaver has a strong bond and commune with. So, that being said, there's only 2 of them. Oh. Game, please. Please, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I need my reading backdrop. It took too long. I want AFK. Alright. All good. All good. Oh, she's in the floor. Don't worry, she'll pop up. Oh, wait. Can he not? There we go. There we go. Ooh, too close. Alright. Yeah, you have a good one, Clam. So, that being said, there are two Essence Weavers. There are only 2 of them, being Sylvis and Ethos. Those are the only 2 Essence Weavers. Essence weaving isn't really a thing that is going to be common for my world, which is why only 2 people know it. Because essence weaving is a very powerful thing. It is a very powerful thing. And then the in-between. So the in-between is a plane in between realms, which is why it's called the in-between. Home to many mysteries, as well as a huge source of essence. Time here is disconnected from other planes. So, time does not move forward normally in the in-between. And essentially Sylvis and Ethos are pretty much able to time travel through the in-between. And yeah. Yeah, because the in-between is its own thing. It's its own thing. They're able to travel to to pretty much different time periods whenever they feel like it. And yeah, that my friends is Sylvis. That is Sylvis. That is her backstory. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Haha. Ooh, ping me. Nobody pings me. Alright. So let's so tell me guys. Oh. So tell me, friends and peoples. How you guys feeling? Yo, Kivu, welcome. Lore stuff. No, don't worry. Don't worry. We had only just I had just read Sylvis's backstory. Sylvis being the character that I currently am. And yeah, we're about to get to another. We're about to get to the next part. The next story. The next story. It is a story. How did Sylvs first discover her powers? Well, it's more so. It's more so that Ethos helped Sylvis figure that out. So Sylvis had this like innate magical ability, and pretty much everybody knew that Sylvis like, Sylvis has magic in her. Like everybody who can sense magic can sense what Sylvis had in her. But unfortunately for her, she's just not able to use that magic. No matter how hard she tried, no matter anything, she just couldn't use the magic. However, when Sylvis met Ethos essentially retrained Sylvis in how to use the magic and to turn her into an essence weaver, which lets her control essence. So yeah. Okay, so the next story we're gonna do is a very important story for a certain somebody. This is we have moved away from biography, so we're gonna be reading a short story now. And the short story involves two people. It involves this man right here, right? It involves that man right there, and it's mainly through this man's perspective. Right? Right? This is where we're gonna be reading next. It's a story about Masay, but it is from Saisel's perspective. Right? Yes. So, friends and people of the internet. Aha. Let's get to the short story. Saisel's side. Oh yes, and for those of you who just tuned in, this is in fact a Ko-fi that is open and ready for people. Yes. So just a little thing. Actually, let me finish the other part. So I opened up Ko-fi, which is for lore related posts and stuff, and I'm gonna be putting a lot of my lore up on there for you guys to read. So, yes. So, I know that most people know Streamer Me because of they're the Streamer Me with Sylvis in mind. However, Masay, this is just throwing that out there. Not part of the lore. This man right here. This man, he's my main Sona. It's just that when I had gotten this model, Sylvis was still my main Sona, if that makes sense. Things have swapped over. I have realized that I am more comfortable with Masay than I am with Sylvis, if that makes sense. So without further ado, friends, let's get on to reading Saisel's side. I'm gonna have to say that the first half of this is but yeah, no. Here we go. So there was a knock at the door in the middle of the night. When the doors opened, the dragon looked around for anybody there. After seeing no one, the dragon looked down and saw an infant at the doorstep. Worried, the dragon brought the child into their home. The house belonged to the Everborn family. This this family controls a big portion of the magic items market in the city. The following day, the family went out in search of the parents of the child. Each person they approached replied that they never saw a dragonborn walk up to their house. Every every day for the next week, they would venture to find the parents. Unfortunately, they could not find the parents, much less any hints. The dragons decided it was best to keep the child as their own. Now adopted, the parents decided to name the child Sisal. Though a dragonborn, Sisal was exhibiting natural magical capabilities. However, being a dragonborn meant standing out in a family of dragons. Thus, he kept to the inside of his home. He preferred to study magic in the comfort of I can't word. He preferred to study magic in the comfort of his room. The kind of magic Sisal was invested in was mind magic, specifically that affected deep thought. One day, Sisal's mother beckoned for her child to tell them for her children to tell them I can't words, bro, to tell them unfortunate news. Her father had died in a magical misfire during one of his meetings. As the family grieved, no one could see the long lasting effect that affected Sisal's brother Birdies. Uh, when someone would pass by his room, when someone would pass by his room, only loud pacing and mumblings could be heard. The months passed, and Birdies had assumed the role his father had, as he was next in line. Ever since becoming the face of the Everborn family, Birdies' pacing became worse. Worried for his brother's health, Sisal decided to put his research in mind magic to help his brother. After weeks of being buried in books, Sisal approached his brother with a proposal to deal with his anxiety. Are you sure that's going to help? Birdies asked. I believe so. Everything I've read has said it would. Sisal responded. Look, I have to get ready for another meeting. I'll be free afterwards. Birdie sighed. Sisal nodded and left his brother's room as Birdies began to pace once more. As he left, Sisal looked back and noticed that when Birdies started pacing, his wing muscles would tense up. Sisal sat in his room waiting for Birdies to arrive. Soon he heard the front door open and his mother greet Birdies. Sisal walked out to meet his brother, though he gave him some time to settle in. Birdies saw Sisal inside. Are you ready, Birdies? Sisal inquired. Sure, just give me a moment. Birdies replied as he sat down. Sisal noticed how tense his wings were becoming. Okay, I think I'm ready, Birdies told Sisal. Would you please lower your head? Sisal asked as Birdies, although sitting, still towered over him. Saying nothing, Birdies lowered his head to Sisal's height. Sisal took a deep breath and placed his hand on Birdies' head. His hand started to glow. After some time, Birdies began to relax and his wings to loosen up. So, how are you feeling? Sisal asked. Calmer, as if something was lifted off of me, Birdies replied. Sisal, excited that his work had paid off, hugged his brother and went to his room. As months passed, Sisal kept checking up on Birdies. He had stopped pacing as he used to, however, something else seemed off. Sisal's mother came up to him. Birdies has been acting strange for the past couple days, she began. He's been much more distant and seems to be forgetting things. Sisal walked over to Birdies' room. From outside the door, could hear Birdies mumbling to himself. Is everything I can't word. Is everything alright in there? Sisal called out. The mumbling stops, followed by footsteps coming towards the door. Sisal? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I'm doing alright, Birdies replied. Hey, would you mind if I Would you mind if I check up on you really quick?" Sisal pried. Sure, sure. Come in, Bertie said, opening the door. Sisal entered the room. Sisal entered the room. Bertie sat down and lowered his head. Sisal placed his hand on Bertie's head. Sisal began to search around his mind. As he searched, Sisal found gaps in Bertie's memories. To not cause any more harm, Sisal decided not to tamper with his mind. "How is it?" Bertie asked. You seem to be doing fine," Sisal responded, not knowing how to break the news. Sisal left his room to find his mother. There seems to be gaps in his memory," he told her. "Is there any way to help him?" she asked. "I'm I'm not sure. I'm going to look into it," Sisal replied as he made his way to his room. For the next few days, Sisal had barely left his room. The only thing on his mind was finding not only a cure but also a way around the memory loss. One day he looked up from his books to rest his eyes and saw a couple of mind mages walking through the streets. The very first thought that came to mind was attending the College of Mages. Was attending the College of Mages at the Citadel. Sisal rushed out of his room to find his mother and tell them of his plans. Though it took some time and hesitation, his mother agreed to letting him go to the Citadel. The following week, Sisal made his way to the Citadel for an entrance exam. In the examination room, the professors asked, What is it that you seek to accomplish by entering the college?" "I wish to learn more about mind magic and become a mind mage. By becoming a mind mage, I want to help my family." The professors look at each other and nod. "Please give us a demonstration of your abilities, Professor Zavrios. Professor Zavrios, if you may." The professor walks up to Sisal. Show me what you're capable of," Zavrios instructed. Sisal takes a deep breath and concentrates. He proceeds to show what he had taught himself in his own room. After the demonstration, the professor bows and returns to his seat. The examiners whisper to each other before looking back at Sisal. "We're certain that you will be accepted. However, we must still review today's exam before approval," the professors told Sisal. Overjoyed by his performance, Sisal returns home. Sisal excitedly tells his parents about his experience. His parent. That's a bit of a typo. I'll fix that. I'll fix that. His parent about his experience. The next few days, Sisal was anxiously waiting to receive news from the Citadel. The day finally came when he received the news that he had been accepted and is welcome to live in the Citadel as he studied. Sisal begins packing to move out into the Citadel dormitory. He moves in and settles a few days before the first day of class. When he arrives, he is given a tour around to not get lost. In the event that he is lost, he is taught a spell that would lead him back to his room. Excited to start learning, Sisal starts a journal on his days at the Citadel. So, tell me, friends and people, what do you think so far? Where do you guys think that things are going to be going? Hmm? 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 Yes. What any opinions on the matter? Ooh. Drink. Going south soon? Well, all right. All right. All right. All right. So, here things change in terms of how I write stuff, but you'll see that this is I like. Um So this is Sisal. When it looks like this is just Sisal writing in his journal. So 7th day of the 3rd moon, year 435. There are a lot of places here in the Citadel where I can get lost, but if I keep to my normal schedule and only go to the places I have to be, I won't get lost. I can't wait to learn things I wouldn't alone. So Sisal's first day of class was not only a day to meet his professors, but also filled with work and studies. After a lot of walking and even more mental exhaustion, he finally returned to his room before going to bed for the night. Sisal decides to put in some more study time. 8th day of the 3rd moon, year 435. I probably should have expected that. A lot happened today. The professor seemed nice at least, and the other students there looked focused on their work. I'll get used to it in time. During his mental training class, Sisal noticed a red dragon that was laid back and barely paying attention. For some reason, that bothered Sisal more than it should. Before he could say anything, the professor spoke up. Masay Avarth, I understand that you come from a renowned family of mind mages, but that is no excuse to slack off. Upon hearing his name, the dragon sat up. Of course, Professor Zavrios, he replied. After the class ended, Masay was the first out of the room. Sisal watched as he walked down the hallways to his other classes. Sisal continued his day and returned to his room by night. 13th day of the 3rd moon, year 435. What a strange guy Masay is. And from the Avarth family, too. I get they're like the best around, but he should at least look like he's trying. Maybe I'm looking too hard into it. I think I'm going to pick his brain about mind magic. Despite being laid back, he might still know a thing or two. 14th day of the 3rd moon, year 435. I got around to asking him to say a thing or two. He's way smarter than he lets on. And his theories on mental fortitude are really interesting. I forgot to ask what he's going for here at the Citadel, but I assume he'll probably join his family's business. As the months passed by, Sisal and Masay became good friends. Every now and then they would argue over things due to either a clashing of theories or other simple matters. 3rd day of the 7th moon, year 435. Masay has been coming up with the most insane ideas recently. I can understand where he's trying to go with them. It's just how he's going to get. It's just how is he going to get there? I swear this man will be the death of me. 5th day of the 8th moon, year 435. Masay almost got banned from the main library today. He knows we aren't supposed to be anywhere near the forbidden section. Luckily, I was there to pull him away from the librarians before he got himself into too much trouble. Masay is a troublemaker. Uh-oh, stinky. 18th day of the 2nd moon, year 436, excuse me. Masay came to my room. At the moment, he's looking out the window. I can't figure out words. I can't hold on. I have a thing for this. I started reading it and I was like, wait a minute, I have a thing for this. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Alright. I'll just read it and then I'll show you guys. 18th day of the 2nd moon, year 436. Masay came to my room today. At the moment he's looking out the window. I can't quite figure it out just yet. But there's something about him I really like. Maybe it's just that he's somebody I can confidently talk about anything to. I'm not sure. I just know that I like him being around. Hey, what you writing there? Masay says, turning to Sisal. Oh, nothing much, Sisal responds, and don't you dare try reading my mind. Both of them laugh. They then proceed to trade some ideas and argue about others. As time went on, it was hard to find Sisal and Masay separated. After long years of studying, the final exam was around the corner. You'll, yeah. Words. You'll be given a week to prepare for your exam. The professor began. This exam will put you against another student. However, this does not mean that only the student that comes out on top will be graduating. It all comes down to applying what you have learned throughout the years. Later in the week, you'll find out who you're up against. Good luck to all of you. You are dismissed. So, that last part, the whole Masay coming over to Sisal's room. Here. This was essentially that night. These two, just here. Sisal writing in his journal. Masay looking out the window. Yep. Yep. All right. So, 19th day of the 5th moon, year 439. So, have a bit of a three year gap. Masay seemed a little more distant than usual. I hope the nerves of being in Avarth aren't getting to him. I'm sure he'll be fine though. We've been through worse. The next week, Sisal spent it locked up in his room, only to be seen out of his room to get food. Towards the end of the week, each student was sent a list of who they were going to be up against. 25th day of the 5th moon, year 439. Tomorrow is our final exam, and it looks like I'm going to be up against Masay. I haven't seen him in the past few days, probably out of his mind training. I'm a little anxious, but still excited. These last few years have been very interesting, but I think we have what it takes to become mind mages. Maybe after the exam, I'll muster up the courage to ask him out. Like, actually ask him out, not like the times where we usually go study together. I know he'll live me being a dragon and all, but honestly, I don't think that'll matter too much. And hey, if it doesn't work out, hopefully I'll get to spend time with him outside of work. So, a certain blue little dragonborn caught feelings. And maybe. Oh yes, and real quick, just to show you guys again, this image was made by Grim. Oop, where is it? Fellow Beast on the Twitters. Yes. This was made by them. They're great. Fantastic. I love it so much. It's more so that around the time that I got the art, I hadn't decided whether or not they were gonna wear clothes. I mean, of course they do wear clothes. Yes. However, I still wasn't in the realm of, yes, they should wear clothes, kind of thing. I'm still going around with them looking the way they are. But yes, they do wear clothes. They do, in fact, wear clothes. Okay. So, Sisal makes his way to the examination room. There he meets up with Masay. Cecil waves at him, but Masay only looks back. See, that too. That too. That definitely too. I understand that very, very much. But yes. Yes. But yeah, around the time I got the commission, I was just like, no clothes. No clothes because I didn't see my characters in clothes, sort of like that, if that makes sense. So yeah. Where were we? Where were we? Sisal makes his way to the examination room. There he meets up with Masay. Sisal waves at him, but Masay only looks back at him. Sisal Everborn and Masay Abarth, please proceed. Now standing in front of each other, Sisal speaks up. Hey, good luck today, Masay. Masay did not respond. Slightly upset, Sisal was curious as to why Masay didn't respond. You may begin, Professor Zavrios exclaimed. Masay walked up to Sisal and placed his hand on Sisal's head. Masay's hand began to glow. Before Sisal could say anything, his eyes widened and he let out a gasp as Masay pulled his hand back. A memory fragment formed in front of Sisal's face. Immediately after, a stream of memories began flowing into the fragment. In his mind, Sisal's memories flew past him as there was nothing. Flew past him as there was nothing he could do. Each memory ripped straight from his mind. The very last memory to be ripped out was that of Masay's smile, and suddenly nothing. The fragment, now full, floated above Masay's hand as Sisal's body fell over motionless. Though breathing, Sisal was unresponsive to anything that would bring him back to his former self. Masay is a really good friend, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Masay is a fantastic friend. Here and then there's a small other thing that I have for that, because that is such an important part to Masay's story. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. There you are. There you are. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. So, I know you can see it. Look at his sad face. Boop. 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 Yes, this. Just this. Just this. Just this. You can learn. Hey, look. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. You can learn about the other side of this story. You can learn about Masay's perspective about the story and in for the Kofi stuff, you know? So yeah. Yeah. Just yeah. So tell me. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Just a little. Just a little. Hmm. 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 You see, about that, there's a. I wonder if it'll pop up the way that I wanted to. About that. Oh, you can barely see it. Yeah, about that. There's another short story here called The Turn. I know you can't see it entirely because of the way it's cut off. It's called The Turning Point. It's the other half. It's the other half of the story. If you would like to see Masay's side from that story, yeah, it's up there. It'll be up there. So yeah. Any other opinions about poor Sisal? Let me just move this so it doesn't fucking kick me out, you know? I don't want to be kicked out. So bring that up again. Oh, these two, right? These two. Yeah. 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 Those two got a lot going on. Uh, you see, he's not necessarily in a permanent coma. He is not forever asleep either. Uh, Sisal is technically going around, except he just doesn't have any memories, like at all. Sisal has zero memories, but he's going around. The only the only thing Sisal knows how to do is keep himself alive, as in breathe, sleep, eat, and drink. That's all Sisal knows how to do. And of course, walking and stuff like that. Normal body functions. That is what Sisal knows, and that is all. Apart from that, nothing else. Mm-hmm. 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 But yeah, if you come along, you come along to the if you come along and become a guild knight, right? If you become a guild knight, you'll get to see the other half. Get to see the other half of the story, and not only that, you also get to read Masei's backstory or his biography. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe, maybe, maybe there's a little more going on in that school than they let on. Or maybe everybody else knows about what's going on with that school, and it's just a normal thing. Maybe. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. There's a lot of things going on in that school. Hey, that could be something I read about in the future. You know. That one is definitely all up to you guys. If you guys want to learn more about stuff like that,
Mystery and shadiness. Yay.
of course, mystery and shadiness. See, exactly. uh, yeah, that was Sisal's side of the story. That or then I mean it's literally called Sisal's side. Um, but yeah. Hey, look. Again, this is the stream to sell myself out, right? Hey, look, it's there. It's there. Come along. Come along. Come support. Come support. Come support. I got good lore for you guys. I swear. I swear. Okay. Whew. And the big one. Okay. I know now I'll throw this out there because it does seem a little bit weird that the main story has nothing to do with the other stuff that's on the Ko-fi at the moment, but trust me, it was a personal diary. It was a personal diary. It's just Sisal talking about Sisal had a journal and he would write in it whenever he could, and those were things that were on his mind about his day. Oh yes, yeah, it was a personal diary. He eventually got to it. Sisol's a little bit of a different kind of when it comes. Sisol's a little bit different when it comes to diary stuff. So I guess it is. I guess it is in the vein of log of events, but to Sisal that is his diary. If that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, I guess you could say that. I suppose. Yeah, yeah, that fits. That definitely fits Sisal. That definitely fits Sisal. I just want to point out there. I just want to point out there just because we have only read two things today so far. So far, two people two people have caught feelings for Masay, and those did not end well. First, in order of lore, what's the word? In yes. Yes. Although yes, I do have plans to Sisal. And hey, look, selling out again. So like, you can learn more about what happens to Sisal in Masay's biography. Hmm? 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 which you can find for a solid $2 a month. I'm just saying, just saying, just saying. The plans are there. Up to you if you want to go find out. Of course. That being said, hey, look, I would love as much as I'd love the support. Do keep yourself in mind first.
Sold.
Hey, hey, do keep yourself in mind first before throwing your money out to me, please. Just do if you have extra in hand, if that makes sense. So, yeah, okay. So, before I was going off about site about Sisal and Masay. So, um, this next thing we're reading is the big overarching story that I have been writing. I've been writing for about a year and a half or so, give or take. I could probably check. I could probably find out how long it's been. But This is something that I've been writing, and it is it is something that I am legitimately excited to share with people, and I'm also nervous to share with people because it's something important to me. Uh, and then more things to add to on top of that. Um, if I don't like the way the story is going, I will not write in that direction, if that makes sense. Yes, I'll keep writing the story, but if something is going in the direction that I don't like, I'm going to change things. The story is something that I want that I've been wanting to share with more people. However, this is a story for me in a sense. It's the list of priority is slightly me above everybody else, if that makes sense. This is something I want everybody to enjoy, but I have to make sure that I enjoy it first. So with that being said, let me bring up a certain thing. So I can elaborate. So originally, I had wanted to do world building for a character of mine, a character called Sapphire. Sapphire is like really, really important to me. Yes, exactly, Gray. You understand. I'm writing it. That's more so. I'm writing it for everybody else, but I also want to be entertained by it. Like my entertainment comes out a little bit ahead. I want to make sure it's good in my head before I share it with others. So yeah, where was I? I'm writing for a character. I started world building for a character called Sapphire. Sapphire is very simple character in my head. This is her. I do art sometimes. This is Sapphire. Sapphire is a half dragon, or a blue half dragon to be exact. Yeah. This is her. She's really important to me. Like more important than anybody realizes. And the world that I started building was for her. So this story is about her and her story, or well, her team's story, because this story is about a team of dragon riders who take on a thing called the frenzy. And the frenzy is something that you guys are going to learn along the way with how it works. The frenzy is not good. Keep that in mind. But yeah, no, that's why it's important to me, because this story is something that I've been wanting to write, but I hadn't come to it. And now that I am, this story is just like, this is pretty much always on my mind. So yes, let me bring out some other things as well, because these other things are important. Let's bring out this, and then I'll bring out a chart that has all the characters on it, and I'll tell you which character is what as we go along. Because yeah, there's a lot of characters, right? There's a lot to go through. So, with that, friends, this is the story of Team Wear, at least chapter 1. So I'm just gonna have her here in the corner, so you guys can know who she is. All right. So Sapphire slowly opens her eyes to meet the underside of her dragon companion Zenobia. Sapphire clutches her head as she feels a slight headache. Looking around, she finds herself laying on the floor of a forest. Zenobia stood over Sapphire to protect her from any harm that may come her way. As Sapphire tried to sit up, Zenobia quickly lowered her stance to a defensive pose. From the right side, a massive fireball hits the ground, igniting the surrounding area. Here, this is where is it? Here. Oh, where are you? Here you are. So, this is Zenobia. This is Zenobia, her dragon companion. That is Zenobia. So you guys can. That's her. Those two. All of a sudden, Sapphire remembers where and what she was doing. She quickly rises from the floor and scans the area for her hammer. Once found, she grabs it and jumps onto Zenobia's back. Zenobia looks back at Sapphire, worried about her condition. "I'm good, don't worry," Sapphire pats Zenobia. Let's hurry back to the other. Zenobia nods and flies up into the air. In the distance, an ongoing battle between Team Ware, a special team of dragon riders, and a frenzied beast takes place. Zenobia catches up to Mako. I'm just gonna start opening ref sheets, so you guys better get ready. So, this is Mako. This Mako. Where is this nerd? This yes, there you go. This is Mako. This character, yeah. He catches up to Mako, a gray and white furred dragonborn with golden horns and claws, and his dragon companion Malefor. Just open up ref sheets. This is Malefor. This is Mako's companion, Malefor. Yeah. Well, welcome back. Hope you had a nice nap. Mako laughs. Yeah, mid mission naps are the best. Sapphire returns. As the riders catch up, Zenobia and Malefor notice another fireball hurling their way. They dodge in separate directions, making the fireball fly past in between them. Mako looks over to Sapphire. Let's catch up to the others. Let's catch up to the others and bring this thing to the ground. Sapphire nods. Mako and Malefor fly off ahead, joining Sen and Volt, two more members of Team Ware. Unfortunately, I don't have a ref sheet for Sen. However, this is Volt. This is Volt. This is Volt. That is Volt. Seeing another pair arrive, the beast enrages and charges Mako. Malefor dodges and Mako jumps onto the beast bag. To gain stability, Mako plants his trident and holds on. Having been impaled, the beast roars as it flails in an attempt to knock off Mako. Mako's grip tightens, sending lightning into the beast's body. The beast's wings tense and they both begin to fall out of the sky. Mako looks over to see Malefor alongside him. Mako dislodges his trident and jumps to Malefor. This is Mako's trident. That's his trident. The beast crashes, kicking up dust and clearing the floor of any loose flora. Mako and Malefor fly up to Sapphire. Hit him hard. Mako motions to the beast. Sapphire stands up on Zenobia's back, does a two-finger salute before diving off backwards while wielding her hammer. Zenobia shakes her head as she chases Sapphire down the skies. On the way down, Sapphire takes a deep breath before pulling a trigger on her hammer, which fires a blast from one end. The blast causes Sapphire to begin spinning forward. The beast struggles to pick itself up from the floor. It hears the blast from Sapphire's hammer from above, Before the beast could react, Sapphire brought down her hammer at full force. Sapphire crushes the beast's skull on impact. Its body goes limp. The others catch up to Sapphire. Nice going, Mako. Mako dismounts Malefor and walks up to the beast. It's the third one this week, Sapphire says back. Yeah, these frenzies are becoming more frequent, Mako says. Mako reaches for a device in his pouch. Hey, Anira, we took it down. Mako speaks into the device. Yeah, we're headed back now. Mako places the device back into his pouch. Sapphire stares at the beast's body. Mako places his hand on Sapphire's shoulder. We'll eventually find out who's behind all of this. Mako reassures Sapphire. Sapphire looks at him and nods. All right, everyone, mount up and let's head home. Mako calls out. As they all mount their dragons, Sapphire can't help but look back at the beast. Zenobia looks back at Sapphire and makes a sound to catch her attention. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Sapphire pats Zenobia. Let's go back home. Zenobia sighs in response, and then proceeds to fly and catch up with the others. And that is the end of chapter 1. I know, short. It's a short chapter. That is the end of chapter 1. Hey, look, and chapter 2 is that. Look, chapter 2 is out there. Chapter 2 is out there. But yeah, that is chapter 1. Setting you guys up with these characters, right? Where's the chart? Yeah, just a little. I mean, look at him. 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 That is Volt. Let's see, you'll get to see more Volt going on. But yes, these are pretty much all of the. There's some characters that are missing. Obviously, Sapphire's missing, Sen is missing. But this is pretty much all of the characters you'll be seeing. This is all of their heights. There's some things I might have to change, like taking out this character here in the middle. But yes, this is Teamwear. And just so for like future stuff, this is Anira, and this is Aurora over here, and then this is somebody else that you get to meet later on. Their name is Eden. You get to meet more about them later on. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've got for you guys today. Just those, right? The chapters are going to be a monthly thing. So Anira is the admin, pretty much, and the R&D person hasn't come into play just yet. Here, I'll show you them again. Hold on. Let me show you guys them again. So, Anira is the admin and the founder of Teamwear. This is Rusai. He is my boy, my beloved. He is the team's blacksmith. And then Aurora over here is the team's medic. The R&D person has not yet arrived. Mako over here is the captain of the team. When they're out on when the team is out on the field, this is who the team listens to. This is that is him. So yeah. Who? 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 Lore. I have lore for you guys. Right? There's so much. There's so much. There's so much. There's so much. Like for instance, here I can show you. I think I can show you guys this much without it being without it being too much. Uh, you get to see all my tabs because yes, writing is fun. So I have been writing this for a bit, so you guys have content. I have content for you guys. So yeah, any thoughts? Any thoughts about story stuff and any questions about my characters? Anything that I can, of course, that I can answer now. I'll try to keep stuff spoiler free. Yes, we have a lot of tabs out of here. That's just the normal creative stuff, you know? Oh, I got logged out. Guild Wars. Guild Wars. I don't want to be logged out. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad that you want to read more. I know the command. Don't worry. And yeah, once again, I have to do it because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it again. So, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come here and learn more about my characters and my world and stories. And hey, look, as I said before, the short stories, and the biographies are definitely going to be a little more influenced by you guys, if that makes sense. As in, you guys would tell me what you guys want to know more of, and I'll work towards getting that part up to you guys. So yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. The other two stories, I know that it says that I have 3 stories in the works. The other 2 stories are one is a story inspired by DMC or Devil May Cry, and another story is about Masay and Sylvis. So hey, if you wanna come find out more about them and help me figure things out in the future, hey, hey, come along, come along and help me out. We'll get to do a lot of lore stuff. I'm excited. I'm excited to share lore with you guys. And yeah. And yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, right? It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. No, that is a-okay. That is perfectly fine. Oh, I am lagging, am I not?
For the story that's to unfold shall be a journey of excitement, mystery, and emotion. Yay.
EA. The way he says that, EA. Also, hey, look, don't Akiva, don't worry. Don't worry. You don't have to provide you don't have to provide useful feedback or stuff like that. It's okay. Just Just come along, come along, come along, come and enjoy. Just come and enjoy. That's the thing. That's the thing about me and my story writing, me and my lore writing, is just come in and enjoy. Right? It's okay. It's okay. And hey, honestly, that's something that I could definitely use because consistency and stuff like that. Hey, could get a little out of hand sometimes. Maybe. But yeah, come along, friends. Come along. But yeah, is there any other? Are there any other like questions or anything that you guys would like to or like answers to before stuff? Willing to answer questions. Willing to answer questions. It could be about Sylvis. It could be about Sisal and Masay. It could be about it could be about Team Ware. See that's fair. That's fair. That is very fair. I, for the most part, try to be very consistent about things. So far, it's working. I think. I think. But then again, it's for me to enjoy. How likely is it that Masay will be punched in the face? Not very likely. Physically, not at all. Physically, not at all. Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I said it at the end of Sylvis's backstory or biography. Is that although always being in arm's reach, Masay is very elusive. Why is he so elusive? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to find that one out, huh? Friends. Friends. You're gonna have to find that one out. As for being punched in the face by Sisal, not at all. Uh, mm, no, 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 not at all. No, no, no angry friendly slap. Oh, my internet is jumping all over the place tonight, huh? Ooh. So, uh, just about. I mean, look, Sisal less so for obvious reasons, but Sylvis will Sylvis would essentially try to what's the word? What's the word that I want to use here? Sylvis would try to take down Masay whenever possible. Taking down Masay is Sylvis's number one priority, if that makes sense. To not spoil too much, not say too much. But yes, Sylvis wants Masay gone.
Violence is never the answer, but it is the question. And the answer is yes. Yay.
Where I swear to God, Kumiho, the way you say yay, the way you say, buddy, the way you say yay. God. Yeah. So yeah, story stuff. I'll probably be posting it on the server just after stream is done. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And hey, I could ask this now with you guys being around. What would you guys like to see next? Of course, not story chapter related, but what would you guys like to see next? Like whose biography would you like to see? Is there a short story that you would like to know about?
Yay, I say yay.
Yay. Is there a story you would like to know about? Is there a what if? I don't know if you can get into what ifs just yet because you guys don't know too much about my characters. If there's any character you guys would like to know about, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm down to write about them. Ooh, okay. So that one can be answered like right now. Ooh, what if Sisal was a full-blooded dragon? Ooh, ooh. Hold on, I have to find the image. I have to find the image. It's gonna take a bit, but I have the image. I know I have it. So just to keep playing it on me. And give me time. Oh, wait a second. I know I've sent it to a certain somebody before. I have to find it. I have to find the last time I spoke to you, which was quite a bit ago. There you are. Then I scroll up in the DMs. Huh. That would be interesting because I don't know if he can double down on whatever Masei has. Because that's essentially what it would be, it's just doubling down on it. Uh where is it? Where is it? It's around here somewhere. I will tell you the name why Buisma. Once I find the image. Oh my, I have so many images on this phone. Who would have thunk it?
Having two lovely papayas makes for a good time.
Oh, you gotta be careful of those papayas, buddy. Those papayas make you sick. Make you very philosophical and shit, but at the end of the day, they make you sick. So like, you gotta calm down at the papaya eating, my guy. Okay, okay. I know that you feel like they may do you good, but you gotta be careful. All right. Just looking out for you, okay? Oh my, what is the image? That's how things work around here, huh? Yes, the papayas became a thing. Where are you? I know it hasn't been that long. I mean, it has been that long. Like, it's been years. It's been years. I'll find it though. I'll find the image because I know I have the image. It's a very important image to me. I'll say this right now. I have no clue who made it. So I can't really say that because I have zero clue who made the image or who made the drawing. But once I find it, I know I have it. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, oh, of course I liked it. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I have liked it? Why wouldn't I have liked it? Anyways. Anyways, I have the image. So, it's Pokemon related. Previously, my name, my online name for stuff was Weaselbot. Weasel is my favorite Pokemon. Right? 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 And then one day in a group chat that I was in, they shared this image right here. And they specifically tagged me on it because Weaselbot. I love weasels and all that cool stuff, right? And then around that time I was looking for a new name, a new online name and stuff, and I had gotten the suggestion of, hey, why not make your name shorter? Something that is easier to say, it's easy to remember, it's simple. And this image came around. This fucking image right here. This fucking little guy right here came around. I'm like, oh, I know now. I know what I want. I know exactly what I want. Yeah, that's how the name Buizma came around. It's a combination of 1, my favorite Pokemon, and 2, my favorite leader of a team in Pokemon, which is Guzma. So, because of this image right here, I'm like, fuck. My 2 favorite things, put them together, Buizma. That's how it came around. That's how it came around. And that's how my name came to be. And ever since I saw this image, I'm like, yes, this is the important one to me. So yeah, exactly, exactly, Gray. Exactly. Now, I don't entirely want to will it into being. Actually, you know what? I won't say it, just in case it does happen. I won't say it. That's gonna be in my head forever, though. But yes, I took my favorite Pokemon, my favorite team leader, and smash them together, and I got the name Buizma, and I have been Buizma for I'd like to say with it like between 7 or 8 years now. I haven't changed it since. That's what all of my online friends know me as. And I don't feel like and there's no reason for me to change it at all. I am perfectly fine with this name. This is my name. That being said, you want to know what's also really funny? You know what's also really funny about that? Not that it entirely matters, but I do not have a Pokesona. Could you imagine that? Imagine that? Ah, my name before was this one. Here, I'll just type it out for you. That is what my name used to be. That's what my name used to be. And then a friend of mine at the time, as I was looking for like a new name, said, "Hey, why don't you just find a shorter name?" Like or I had said that, "Hey, look, I want to change my name, my online name to something, but I don't know what to." This was around the time where I was like really into Smite. Uh, like really into Smite, and I would play a good old character called Kukulkan. And my friend had suggested, "Hey, why don't you change your name to something similar to Kukulkan, like something that is related to Kukulkan?" And I could never find a name until I got that one image. And then that one image of like, enlightenment, enlightenment. I know what I must be named now. And like within hours of me seeing that image, I was like, yes, this is my name on everything now. Yeah. Yeah. That's how the name Buizma came to be. Yup. 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 uh that's how we get to where we are today. Good old Buizma. Yes, 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 yes. Either way, either way, things have been very fun. Uh, maybe, 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 maybe. Hey, hear me out. Maybe in the future I'll do some special stream or something where I do some more reading. Maybe some of the stuff behind that's locked behind memberships. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, one. That is fair. That is very fair. That is very understandable and very fair. Um, but yes, one last time for everybody. Hey, come support me over at Kofi. Come over support me support me at Kofi. You're gonna get a lot of lore stuff. We'll be able to talk about what you guys want to see, and hey, we get to talk. Hey, look, it doesn't necessarily have to be my lore that we could talk about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you don't have to be the best of writers, but honestly, I love seeing and reading other people's lore. That's something I enjoy doing. But yes, come out and come along, friends. I wish to share my lore with you. And hey, also, hey, look, just saying, if you could also share that with other people, that'd be, I would absolutely adore that. You know. But yes, Either way, guys. I know I was nervous at the beginning, but it turned out to be fine. Hey, who would have thunk it? I appreciate you nerds coming out to watch the stream. Always. I genuinely do mean it. Always appreciate you guys coming out to watch the stream. Of course, whether you're active or not in chat, perfectly fine. It's a-okay. It's a-okay. Here I could show you a thing or two on how I sort my stuff. Actually, I can right before ending stream, I can show you how I somewhat organize my stuff. Maybe I'll help you. Maybe I'll help you. Where let me see. Let me pull out something that isn't too spoilery because and that's something I don't want to show off too much of. Does this have a good amount of stuff on it? Look, see. Oh. I'm lagging. Okay, yeah, that's fine. This one's fine. This one's fine. This one's fine. I can show you this because this is Sylvis's backstory. So this is somewhat how I write things or how I brainstorm things. I write everything down as a list, and then after I write everything as a list and everything that I want to talk about, I then expand upon each bullet point and make it a coherent story. That's how I write things. That's just the way. That's my process of writing. But yeah, again, before I get way too off topic because I'm easily distracted by things and I just keep on talking. I appreciate you nerds coming out to watch the stream. Also, again, come out and support my Ko-fi. We're gonna be adding a lot of lore soon. Soon by soon I mean like next month or something because it's a monthly thing. I want to put out monthly lore for you guys. That's what I want to do. Monthly lore for you guys. Monthly lore updates. But yes, I appreciate you guys coming out to watch the stream, of course. And yeah, Saturday will probably be back for more Persona 5. Get Persona 5. Do some more Persona 5 stuff. I'm very capable of doing that. But if I do it, I'll just be here forever. I don't want. I can't see. That's what happened when I talk for too long. I start fucking words. Words don't words. I've already done long streams where I talk a lot. My persona streams. But yeah. I'll be putting out a message on the server soon. Once I figure out what I want to say, there'll be a message on the server. But yes, I appreciate you nerds, and yeah, I will definitely see you guys on the next one.